If I ask you to name a chicken breed, you'd probably think of 2 or 3 at most. But there are hundreds of recognized chicken breeds out there, and some of them are so different from what you picture as a normal chicken that you might not even believe they're the same species. By the end of this video, you're going to look at chickens in a completely different way. Let's start with one of the strangest looking chickens out there, the Polish chicken. This breed is famous for its huge round crest of feathers on top of its head. So big that it sometimes covers the bird's eyes completely. And here's the twist. Despite the name, the Polish chicken almost certainly has nothing to do with Poland. According to the Livestock Conservancy, credit for refining this breed's crest and color patterns goes to Dutch breeders working in the 17 and 1800s. So where does the name come from? One popular theory, also noted by the Livestock Conservancy, is that the feathered crest reminded people of the feathered caps worn by Polish soldiers, and the name just stuck, even though the birds were developed somewhere else entirely. It's a small reminder that even something as simple as a chicken breed's name can carry a piece of history that has nothing to do with where you'd expect. Now let's go from one of the most decorative breeds to one of the biggest. The Brahma chicken is often called the king of poultry, and for good reason. According to the Livestock Conservancy, males of this breed average around 12 pounds, and some sources put the largest individuals even higher than that. With their dense feathering, Brahmas can look even bigger than they actually are, towering over almost every other backyard breed. Despite their massive size, Brahmas have a reputation for being incredibly calm and gentle, which is part of why they're sometimes called gentle giants. They're also good winter layers, producing brown eggs even when smaller breeds slow down in the cold. So if you ever see a chicken that looks like it could be mistaken for a small turkey, there's a good chance it's a Brahma. Here's one that might be the most unusual entry on this list, the Silkie. From the outside, the most obvious thing is the feathers. They look and feel like fur instead of feathers, because silky plumage lacks the tiny hooks that normally make feathers lie flat and smooth. But that's not even the strangest part. If you looked underneath all that fluff, you'd find that a Silkie's skin, bones, and even its meat are dark, almost black. This comes from a gene that causes extra dark pigment throughout the bird's body, something so distinctive that, according to historical accounts dating back to Marco Polo's travels in the 13th century, people were describing furry, dark-skinned chickens from Asia long before modern science explained why they looked that way. Now here's a breed with a story that deserves way more attention than it gets. The Buckeye. Developed in Ohio in the early 20th century, the Buckeye holds a title no other recognized chicken breed can claim. According to the Livestock Conservancy, it's the only chicken breed known to have been developed by a woman, a breeder named Nettie Metcalf. The Buckeye is also the only breed in its entire classification group to have what's called a pea comb, a small, low comb that sits close to the head. That might sound like a minor detail, but it actually makes the bird far more resistant to frostbite and cold weather, which is part of why Buckeyes have a reputation as one of the toughest cold climate breeds around. And despite that unique history, the breed remains rare enough that conservation organizations still keep an eye on its population numbers today. And finally, let's talk about a breed that holds an actual world record. The Australorp, originally developed in Australia from British stock, is famous in poultry circles for one specific achievement. A single Australorp hen holds the documented record for the most eggs laid by a chicken in a single year. 364 eggs in 365 days, according to multiple poultry breed references. That's basically an egg every single day for almost an entire year from one bird. On top of that, Australorps are known for being cold-hardy, friendly, and easy to care for, which is probably why, decades after that record was set, they're still one of the most popular dual-purpose breeds for backyard flocks around the world. So next time someone tells you a chicken is just a chicken, you'll know that's not even close to true. From birds with crests bigger than their heads, to ones that look like they're wearing fur, to record-breaking egg machines, the world of chicken breeds is way weirder and more interesting than most people realize. If you want more of this kind of thing, hit subscribe, because every week we dig into another part of the chicken world that almost nobody talks about.